Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Civics first year class. Today we will discuss your 9th chapter, secularism. So what is secularism? What is the importance of this chapter? Now you will get one SAQ and one VSAQ from this chapter. Okay, it is a very small chapter. It has got weightage of 7 marks. So the important questions from this chapter are merits of secularism, secularism in India, that is Indian secularism, and features of secularism. In these questions, if you see merits of secularism and features of secularism, these two questions are similar. Okay. Then in VSAQs, we have define secularism, meaning of secular state. What is a secular state? Then theocratic state. What is theocratic state? And how does rule of law? What is rule of law? Equality before law. It promotes secularism. And define secular state and what is secularism. These are the important questions from this chapter. So let us start with your first question. Before going to the question, let me tell you what is secularism. Secularism is an ideology, okay, which is separating religion from the state activities or political activities. It means that state will not make laws on the basis of religion. In secular states, religion has no importance. There is no official religion in secularism. So what is secularism again? It is the ideology of separating state activities, that is political activities, economic activities, from religion. Religion is a personal matter of an individual. Okay, religion is a personal matter of an individual. State does not interfere in the religious matters. So that is secularism. So let us quickly see what are the merits of secularism. The first merit of secularism is equality. Okay. See here, we are not discriminating people on the basis of religion. In secular state, people are not discriminated on the basis of religion. So it establishes equality in the society. It will create a society on the basis of equality. There is no discrimination on the basis of caste or religion. Okay, in secular states, there is no discrimination among the people on the basis of caste or religion. That is why we say equality, it exists in secular states. Equality exists in secular states. The next is religious freedom. Next is religious freedom. What do you mean by religious freedom? In secular states, people are free to follow religion of their own choice. Okay, they can follow religion of their own choice, and state will not interfere in the matters of religion. In religious matters, state, that is government, will not interfere. So individual can practice and promote any religion. That is religious freedom. Okay, let us move to the next feature. Then there is rule of law. What do you mean by rule of law? Rule of law means equality before law. Okay, rule of law means equality before law. So while making laws, no religion is followed. No religion is followed for making laws, and same laws are applicable to all. That is rule of law. There is no discrimination. Okay, while making laws, there is no discrimination on the basis of religion. So that is why we say in secular state, there is rule of law. There is equality before law. All are equal before law. Next is tolerance. Now, secularism, it promotes tolerance. Here, tolerance here, the meaning of word tolerance is, in this context, it is respect. It is respect. Tolerance means respect. So, in secular state, people, they develop sense of tolerance or sense of respect towards other religions. Okay, in secular states, people will have tolerance towards other religions and they live peacefully. Okay, and they live peacefully. They live peacefully in a secular state because they have tolerance, they have respect towards all the religions. So quickly, I'll have a recap of the features of merits of secularism. The first one is equality. That means the society, it is based on equality. There is no discrimination among the people or individuals on the basis of religion. The next is religious freedom. Secular states provide religious freedom. You are free to practice and promote religion of your choice, and state will not interfere in the religious matters or affairs. The next is rule of law. Rule of law means equality before law. All are equal before law. Each and every individual, irrespective of his religion, has to follow the same laws. Okay, the next is tolerance. The people will develop a sense of tolerance. The people have respect towards other religions. So this is merits of secularism. I hope I'm clear with this. Let us move to the next question. Secularism in Indian context. Okay, you can get this question as what is Indian secularism, or write a brief note on secularism in Indian context. Okay, so we say India is a secular state. We say India is a secular state. Why we are saying India is a secular state? Because we have many religions in India, but we don't have, India doesn't have official religion. We don't have any official religion. Okay, that's why we say India is a secular state. And the preamble of Indian Constitution declares India as a secular state. In the preamble of the Constitution of India, India is declared as a secular state. That means India will not interfere. The government of India will not interfere in the religious matters, and people have got freedom to practice and promote religion of their own choice. So here again, the right to freedom of religion, this is given in your fundamental rights. The Constitution of India guarantees right to freedom of religion to all the citizens of India. So people can practice and promote religion of their choice. Then there is no discrimination based on religion. Okay, the government does not discriminate people on the basis of religion. And when we talk about taxes, we don't pay tax in the name of religion. Government does not collect any tax from us in the name of religion. So no taxes are imposed based on religion. Then we have, under fundamental rights, we have cultural and educational rights, which will protect the rights of the minorities. Now, who are the minorities? Okay, minorities are the, religious groups or population having, following a religion. The number of people are less. Okay, they are called as minorities. A particular religion whose population is relatively less, that religious group is called as minorities. So here the Constitution of India, it has provided cultural and educational rights. Now these minorities, they can establish their own educational institutions for the betterment or upliftment of their community. Okay, So we have cultural and educational rights. And if we talk about, instructions in government schools and colleges, no religious instructions are given in government schools and colleges. Okay. The next, the religions like Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, they have, developed in India. So we have so many religions in India. So we have developed tolerance towards all the religions which have come from other parts of the world, like Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Parsism. All these religions, they have come from the other parts of the world. They have come to India from other parts of the world. But we have equal respect for these religions also. So the government of India is neither pro-religious. What do you mean by pro-religious? It means that government does not favor or support any religion, nor it is anti-religious. What do you mean by anti-religious? Against any religion. So the government is neither pro-religious, it does not support any religion, nor it is against any religion. And we don't have any official religion in India. In India, we don't have official religion. That is why we say India is a secular state. Next, features of secular state. So what are the features of secular state? There is no place for religion. Okay. While making laws for the people, government does not give importance to religion. The laws are neither made on the basis of any religion, nor they are implemented on religious grounds. No importance is given to religion. Okay, there is no place for religion in political activities or government activities. Okay. Next, equal status. Okay. In secular state, equal status is provided to all the people. There is no discrimination between the people on the basis of religion. Okay. So people, they are satisfied and they cooperate with the government, as there is no importance given to any particular religion in a secular state. There is no discrimination on the basis of religion. The people are also satisfied and they cooperate with the government. They live peacefully together. All the people from different religions, they live peacefully together. Then there is no state religion. The main feature of a secular state is the secular state will not have any official religion. Secular state will not have any official religion. It makes laws without taking religion into consideration. That means the laws are not made on the basis of religion. Religion has no role in politics. Okay. And there shall be no religious influence in government schools and colleges or offices or courts. Okay. So, in secular state, religion is a personal matter of an individual, and the state, that is government, does not interfere in the religious matters of an individual. That is why we call it as India is a secular state. Now let us move to the very short answers. These three answers. Okay, these three answers which we have discussed just now. Merits of secularism, secularism in Indian context, and features of secularism. One question is compulsory from these three questions. Okay, very simple answers. You can easily score 5 out of 5. Okay, if you are writing correctly without spelling mistakes, you can score 5 out of 5. Simple answers. Okay, easy to learn and easy to remember. Now let us move to very short answers. The first one is define secularism. So here I have given two simple definitions. Okay. First one is given by G.J. Holyoake. G.J. Holyoake. So according to him, what is secularism? It is an idea. What is secularism? It is an idea promoting social order. Promoting social order. What do you mean by social order? There is no discrimination in the society on the basis of religion. So promoting social order as separate from religion. Okay, people are living together irrespective of their religion without actively dismissing or criticizing religious beliefs. People, irrespective of their religion, they live together. Okay, and they don't, criticize or dismiss other religious beliefs. That is secularism. In secular state, people of different religion, they live together and they will not, dismiss or criticize the religious beliefs of other religions. That is secularism. Here we are promoting social order. That means we are not giving importance to religion. Then second definition given by Eric S. Waterhouse. Eric S. Waterhouse. What does he say? He says that secularism is again an ideology. It is again an idea which provides theory of life and conduct as against one provided in the religion. So in simple words, we can say that every individual, he follows a religion. But religion, it is a personal matter of an individual. It is not, reflected in your social life. The religion will not have impact on your social life. It is your personal matter. Okay. Next, meaning of secular state. So, what is a secular state? A secular state is a state where religion is not given any importance. That means laws are not made on the religious grounds. Okay, so such type of states are called as secular states. So here the government is neither pro-religious nor anti-religious. In secular states, the government, it does not support any religion, nor it is against any religion. And state will not interfere in the religious matters. I follow a particular religion. If I want to, if I believe in other religion, it is my choice. I can follow that religion. State will not interfere in the religious matters. Okay. And irrespective of the religion, state will provide equal treatment to all the citizens. State, that is government, will not discriminate the people on the basis of their religion. So that is a secular state. In a secular state, there is no discrimination on the basis of religion. Religion does not have any significance in political matters. Next is theocratic state. Now, this theocratic state, it is opposite of secular state. Theocratic state is an opposite of secular state. Now, what is secular state? We have discussed just now. It is a state where we don't have any official religion. Government will not make laws on the basis of religion. Politics is separated from religion. Government affairs are separated from religion. But here, in theocratic state, they will have a official religion or a state religion. Okay. In a theocratic state, you will always find an official religion or a state religion. Okay. In a theocratic state, the religion is given more importance. One particular religion is given more importance than other religions. Other religions will not have significance. Only one religion will have importance. All the laws, the government will function according to that religious principles. Okay, so in theocratic state, you will find an official religion and all the important offices are occupied by a person belonging to official religion. Okay, if you see all the offices, the higher post of the government that belongs to the people of one religion, that is same official religion. And in theocratic state, there is religious tolerance is minimal, negligible, we can say that religious tolerance is minimal. Okay, so your Arab countries, you can take example as theocratic state. Then, how does this rule of law promotes secularism? How does rule of law promotes secularism? So what is rule of law? We have discussed earlier also. Rule of law means equality before law. Equality before law means equal opportunities and equal treatment, or you can also say equal treatment and equal opportunities to all. What is rule of law? Treatment to all. This is called as rule of law. There is equality before law. So laws are not based on any religion. In a secular state, the government will not make laws on the basis of any religion. Same laws are applicable to all, irrespective of their religious consideration or religious belief. Okay, in a secular state, irrespective of the religion, the people have to follow same laws. That is why we say that rule of law promotes secularism. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. Then, definition of secular state. Okay, simple definition given by D.E. Smith. Okay. So what is the definition given by D.E. Smith? Secular state is one while guaranteeing individual and corporate freedom of religion, which deals with the individual as citizen irrespective of his religion. Okay, so in a secular state or a secular state, it guarantees freedom of religion to all the citizens. Okay, freedom of religion to all the citizens. The meaning of this definition is a secular state, it guarantees freedom of religion to all the citizens. Okay, you have to learn the definition like this only, ma. Okay, just understand the meaning, but you have to write it in the same way. What is a secular state according to D.E. Smith? Secular state is one while guaranteeing individual and corporate freedom. In secular state, people have got religious freedom, okay, which deals with individual as a citizen. Okay, irrespective of your religion, you are a citizen. Okay, that is the meaning of this definition. So in a secular state, the people, they are guaranteed religious freedom. There is freedom of religion. That is the meaning of this definition. Then what is secularism? Okay, secularism, when I started the chapter, I told you it is an idea. It is a principle of establishing a society where people they enjoy religious freedom. In a secular state, people they enjoy religious freedom. Okay, here they advocate, they support the logic and rational elements of human behavior. Religion is considered as an personal matter of an individual. It is against, it opposes superstitions. Okay, it opposes superstitions. And it also opposes supporting religion in the public matters. That means religion should not be supported in public matters. Secularism is against superstitions. Secularism is against supporting religion in a public matter. It is a society where people have complete or people enjoy complete religious freedom. The government will not interfere in the religious matter. The religion is a personal matter of an individual. So let us now discuss your next chapter, that is Constitution. Okay, another important chapter. Again, you have SAQs and VSAQs in this chapter. So the weightage for this chapter is 9 marks. Okay, you will get 1 SAQ and 2 VSAQs from this chapter. Okay, so what are the important questions? And this is also again a very simple and easy chapter. If you are able to understand, for example, if you are able to understand written constitution, it will be easy for you to understand unwritten constitution. So we will go in detail. Okay, we'll discuss each topic in detail, but see the questions. What are the questions which are important? First one is features of constitution, then merits and demerits of written constitution, merits and demerits of unwritten constitution, differences between written and unwritten constitution. Before starting with the questions, I'll just give you a brief explanation about the constitution and its types. Then what are very short answers? Okay, important very short answers. What do you mean by constitution? What is an written constitution and unwritten constitution? Flexible constitution, rigid constitution, and what is preamble? Okay, these are some of the important questions of this chapter. So before starting with the questions, let us discuss or let us know what is constitution first. And what are its types? See, every independent country has to follow certain principles, certain laws, okay? And how government should function, that is mentioned in the constitution. So in simple words, we can say constitution is book of laws. In simple words, what is constitution? It is book of laws. It explains about the powers and functions of the government at different levels, and it also explains about the rights and duties of the citizens. Okay, constitution in simple word, we can say that it is book of law. It is the constitution which is governing the government. It is, it explains how government should function. Okay, constitution, it explains how government should function. It also gives the details about rights and duties of the citizens. So let us see what are the different types of constitution. Okay, every country, every independent country will have its own constitution. So let us see the types of constitution, or classification also we can say, types of constitution. So basically the constitutions is of two types. First, it is enacted, and second is enacted, and the second is evolved. Now, enacted constitution, it is prepared by a body of people called Constituent Assembly. Okay, enacted constitution is a constitution which is prepared by a body of people called Constituent Assembly. That means it is prepared at one time. But when we talk about evolved constitution, it is evolved means it is prepared from time to time. It is not prepared at one time. With the changes, it evolves. Okay, so it is prepared from time to time. The example of enacted constitution is, we'll take the Constitution of India. Constitution of India is enacted. It is prepared by the body of people called Constituent Assembly. And the example for evolved constitution is Constitution of Britain. Constitution of Britain, British Constitution, it is evolved. Okay, so the principles governing the evolved constitution, it is mostly based on customs and traditions. Okay, it is mostly based on customs and traditions. The constitution, the basic differences, constitution, it is enacted or it is evolved. If it is enacted, that means it is prepared at a time, one time, and it is followed as it is, making necessary changes. But evolved, it is prepared from time to time. It is based on customs and traditions. The example of enacted constitution is Constitution of India, and the example of evolved constitution is Constitution of Britain. So now we know the constitution, it is either enacted or it is evolved. Enacted or evolved. So if it is enacted, it is in a single document. It is a single document. Okay. Whereas evolved constitution, it is not a single document. It is based on customs and traditions. So it may not be a single document. It may not be a single document. So once we say it is a single document, that means it is a written constitution. It is a written constitution. Enacted constitution, it is written. That means it is a single document. All the features, all the principles are drafted in a single document, in a proper order. But evolved constitution, it is not a single document. So we call it as unwritten constitution. So we call it as unwritten constitution. It is also in a written form, but it is not a single document. That is the difference. Okay. It is also in a written form, but it is not in a proper order. It is not in a proper order. For example, I'll tell you, if you see your textbook, you have everything in order. Chapter 1, then it will be followed by 2, 3, 4, like that. Everything will be in a single book in a proper order. But if we talk about the important notes, okay, it may not be in a proper order. It may be a single document, but it may not be in a proper order. First, you may have questions which are very easy to learn from chapter 8, 9, whatever it is. Then you may have very lengthy questions. So it may not be in a proper order. So unwritten constitution, it may be in a single document, but not in a proper order. That is why we say it is unwritten. That is why we say it is unwritten. Then, when a document is single and it is in a proper order, making changes in it is difficult. It is not easy to change. So, it is rigid. Rigid in nature. What do you mean by rigid? Rigid means cannot be or can't be changed easily. Changing a document. For example, if we are going to change your textbook, we can't just tear the chapters which are not important. We can't tear that. We have to republish the book, right? So it is not easy. So changing is not easy. Whereas unwritten constitution, it is flexible. It is flexible in nature. Flexible means it can be changed easily. It can be changed easily. Okay, so always remember, an enacted constitution is written and written constitution is always rigid. Whereas evolved constitution is unwritten. Once it is unwritten, it means it is flexible. Okay, this is the classification of, constitution or types of constitution. I hope I am clear with this. Let us now discuss the important questions. The first one is define constitution, explain its features. So what is constitution? I told you it is the book of laws. So we call it as, it is the supreme law of land. Government as well as citizens, everybody has to follow the constitution. That is why we are saying it is supreme law of land. And it specifies the powers of the government and rights and duties of the citizens. Okay, so in constitution, it is specified that what government should do and what are the rights and duties of the citizen. So it is like a framework of the political organization. How a political organization should function. What is a political organization here? We say state is a political organization. So how the state should function, that is mentioned in the constitution. Okay. So when we say state, it consists of both people, that is rulers, and the ruled. So how the rulers should function and how the ruled should, and what are the rights and duties of the ruled, that is the citizens, that is mentioned in the constitution. So what is constitution? It is the law of land, how the government should function and what are the rights and duties of the citizens. They are mentioned in the constitution. It is the framework, we say. It is the framework which shows how a political organization or state should function. So let us see the definitions. Okay. So constitution, according to Casey Ware, constitution is a body of rules. What is constitution? It is the body of rules which regulate. Regulate means which controls the ends. Ends means people. Okay, which regulates or controls the people for which government power is exercised. Okay, so government has got power to control the citizens. Government make laws to control the citizens. So what is constitution? It is nothing but the rules through which government is controlling the ends. Here ends are the people. Here ends means people. Okay, I hope I am clear with this definition. Let us see the features of constitution. So every constitution, it starts with preamble. Every constitution will have preamble. See, if you see a book, if you open a book, you will see the preface. Okay, so if you read the preface, you will get the gist, you will get the idea about the book. What is the book is about? What the book is about? That is, if you read the preface, you will understand. So preamble is like preface of any book. It is the introduction of the constitution. So what is preamble? It is the introduction of the constitution. Every constitution will have preamble. Every constitution will have preamble. And if you see the preamble, you will get the idea why this book has been written. What is the aim? What is the objective of writing that book? That is mentioned in the introduction of that book, in the preface of the book. Similarly, when you see the preamble of the constitution, you will understand the aims and aspirations of the constitution. You will get an idea about the aims and aspirations of the constitution. So every constitution will have preamble. I hope I am clear with this point. Next is clarity. Okay, the provisions in the constitution should be clearly explained. It should be written in a simple language. It should be written in a simple language so that anybody can understand it easily. Okay, the provisions should be clearly explained and written in a simple language so that everybody understands it easily. Next is incorporation of fundamental rights. Okay, incorporation of fundamental rights. What do you mean by this? The constitution should include the fundamental rights of the citizen. Okay, every constitution should include the fundamental rights of the citizen. Through these rights, we enjoy various freedoms, and we can go to court of law if we are not allowed to enjoy our rights. So the fundamental rights should be incorporated or included in the constitution. Okay, then it should be very brief. Constitution should be very brief. Brevity means brief. It should be precise. It should be written in a simple language. Unnecessary elements, unnecessary things should not be included in it. Okay. For example, if we are talking about, right to vote, in simple language, it should be written like every citizens above 18 years have right to vote. It should be written in a simple language. Unnecessary things should be avoided. Okay, it should be simple to understand. It should be brief. Unnecessary things should not be included in it. The next is flexibility. The constitution must be flexible. That means it should be able to change. Okay, it should be easy to change as per the changing needs of the people. The constitution, if you are following the same constitution, the needs of the people are not considered, then there is no use of such constitution. So it should be flexible enough to change according to the changing needs of the people. So here, for changing the constitution, we use a word called amend. Amend means to change. Amend means to change. So constitution, if it is flexible, we can change it or amend it according to the needs of the people. The next is permanence. Permanence means permanent. Okay, it is an important feature of constitution. It should have everlasting values for the welfare of the people. It is not like that, every 5 years as government change and they are coming and changing the constitution. No. Constitution, once it is made, it is forever. It is permanent. And while preparing the constitution, the needs, the welfare of the people should be considered. I hope I'm clear with the features of constitution. It is, the first feature is preamble. Preamble is nothing but it is the introduction. Without preamble, there is no constitution. And this, in introduction itself, you will come to know about the aims and objectives, aspirations, why this constitution was made. In preamble itself, you will understand. Then it should be clear. It should be clear. That means it should be written in a simple language. It should be written in a simple language. Okay. The next is fundamental rights should be included in the preamble so that we can protect our rights. Then it should be written in brief, not in detail. Unnecessary things should not be included in it. Then flexible. That means it should be flexible enough to change or amend as per the needs of the people, and it should be permanent. Okay. It should be permanent. These are the features of the constitution. So let us now discuss merits and demerits of written constitution. We have discussed what is a written constitution. I told you written constitution is a constitution which is formulated or prepared by a body of people called Constituent Assembly. Okay, and it comprises of several rules of the government, how government should function. Rights and duties of the citizens are also included in it. Okay, so that is written constitution. At the beginning itself, I explained you the meaning of written constitution. It is in a single document and it is prepared at a time by a body of people called Constituent Assembly. So if I gave you an example of Constitution of India, it is a written form. It took 2 years, 11 days, 2 years, 11 days, sorry, not days, 2 years, 11 months, 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days, 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to prepare the Constitution of India. And it came into force on 25th January 1950. Okay, so it took such a long time to prepare the Constitution of India. And according to the needs, the amendments are made in the Constitution. Next, let us see the merits of written Constitution. See, as a feature of Constitution, it should be written in a simple language. So it carries more simplicity. It is very easy to understand the provisions of the Constitution. Then it renders political stability due to rigid nature. Rigid nature, what do you mean by rigid? Can't be changed or cannot be changed easily. So the political parties coming into power every 5 years, they cannot change the Constitution as per their will and wish. So it ensures or it renders political stability. As the fundamental rights are incorporated in the Constitution, it protects the fundamental rights of the people. And for a federation, the Constitution should be written Constitution. What do you mean by federation? State or country having two governments, that is union government and state, union government and state government. When you have government at two levels, then we call it as federation. So to avoid conflict between the governments, the governing principles are clearly mentioned in the Constitution. That is, what are the functions of union government? What are the functions of state government? That is clearly mentioned in the Constitution. If a federation does not have a written Constitution, then it may lead to disagreements and conflicts between the governments. So, a written Constitution is essential for federal type of government, for federations. Next, it clearly lays down the aspirations of the people. So, if you see the Constitution, it clearly mentions what are the objectives, what are the aims, what are the aims and objectives of the people. If you see the Indian Constitution, if you see the preamble of Indian Constitution, it starts with "We the people of India." Like this, it starts. Okay. And it declares India as a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. So the aspirations, what the people want from the government, that is also clearly mentioned in the written Constitution. And it regulates. Regulates means controls. It controls the organs of the government, the functions of each organ of government. We know government has three organs: legislature, executive, and judiciary. So how these three organs will function, what are its powers and functions, that are clearly mentioned in the Constitution. So Constitution, it is controlling these organs of government from misusing its powers. Okay. And it ensures reliable legal justice. Okay. Judiciary, it provides justice on the basis of Constitution, on the basis of Constitution. So these are the merits of written Constitution. So let us now see the demerits, disadvantages. Merits means advantages, demerits means disadvantages. So the main disadvantage of this type of Constitution, that is written Constitution, is it is rigid in nature. Okay, when it is rigid, cannot be changed easily. So it may not, so helpful. It may not contribute much for the development of the state. Okay, government, it has to follow the Constitution. So if it is not, easy to change, it may, delay the development of the state. So while making the policies for the welfare of the state, for the development of the state, government may face some hindrances, some problems. So the rigid nature of the Constitution, it does not help in the development of the state. Then, as it is rigid, it cannot be changed easily according to the needs and wishes of the people. Okay. And in this written Constitution, the judiciary is more powerful than other two organs of the government. Okay. Written Constitution, it has, it gives more powers to the judiciary. So it is predominant. Judiciary is predominant. and it gives scope for conflict among the organs of the government. So there are chances that the organs of the government, that is legislature, executive, judiciary, they may have disagreements. Okay. So this was your written constitution, merits and demerits. Now let us discuss the merits and demerits of unwritten constitution. So we know what is an unwritten constitution. The provisions are not written in a single document. They are written, it is a written form, but not in a single document. It is not in a proper order. And it includes customs and traditions. It is based on customs and traditions. These customs and traditions will become laws for this. So I gave you an example, the Constitution of England, that is Britain. It is unwritten constitution. So let us see what are the merits. It undergoes the process of evolution. I told you, unwritten constitution is evolved. It is made from time to time. So there is evolution. So it aims at bettering the best. Okay, it aims at bettering the best. As it is unwritten, it can be amended. Amend means change. It can be changed according to the needs of the people. Okay. Written constitution, it cannot be changed, but unwritten constitution, it can be changed. It can be amended according to the needs of the people. There is no scope of revolutions or other agitations as it concedes to the popular demands. So, as the constitution can be changed according to the needs of the people, as it can be amended according to the needs of the people's demand, the demand of the people is considered here. So, there is no need of any revolution, any revolt or agitations. Okay. Next, let us see the demerits. Now, unwritten constitution, okay, unwritten constitution, what is its nature? Unwritten constitution is flexible. Flexible means it can be changed easily according to the needs of the people. It can be changed easily. So it may lead to frequent changes. Frequently it can be changed. It is not suitable for federation. When there are two governments, central and the state governments, then this flexible constitution is not suitable. The parliament becomes dominant at the cost of other organs. So parliament here we say the legislature. If you see in written constitution, judiciary is more dominant than other organs. But in unwritten form of constitution, legislature is more powerful. Okay. And as the constitution is unwritten, it is flexible, it can be changed accordingly. So it is very difficult to protect the rights of the people. The rights and freedom of the people are not protected if the constitution is unwritten, and it is like informal in nature. It is informal in nature. Okay. I hope I am clear with this two topics, written and unwritten constitution, merits of written constitution, demerits of written constitution. Then we have also discussed merits and demerits of unwritten constitution along with the features of constitution. I conclude